Hello and welcome to week 14 of our at-home karate class. As I've mentioned in previous weeks, my hope is that you can use both these YouTube classes and our Zoom classes to maintain 2 classes a week for your training. I'm hopeful that within a week or 2 we will be able to have classes in the studio. And although those classes may be organized a little bit differently in order to make sure that everyone stays as safe and healthy as possible, it will be great to see all of you in person again. There may be some changes in the studio, and I'm sending out an email about these possible changes so that you and your parents can review them and get back to me with any questions or concerns. This week our focus is on practicing our highest Il-Su-Sik-Daryan one-step sparring, as well as practicing some sparring combinations, putting our sparring moves together. Although it is not a focus of this week, as always, I encourage you to continue to practice your highest form or to review an older form that you've learned previously. And if you have any questions about which form you should be practicing, please just let me know. Remember, you can reach me by calling, texting, emailing, or Facebook messaging me. Please check your emails and the Facebook site regularly for any updates about our schedule, as it may be changing, and hopefully with classes starting in the studio very soon. Kamsahamnida. Let's all bow in together. Face the flags. Chariot, attention position. Cookie, barre, salute the flag. Barao, munyang, meditation. Baro, chariot, kinrat, anyan hapshipnika. Let's warm up together, but remember, if at the end of warm-ups you feel that there's another warm-up that you'd like to do that we didn't do today, please make sure that you pause the video and do that warm-up on your own before continuing with the playlist. Shake out your hands, your fingers, and your wrists. Elbows forward and back. Remember, we keep our elbows close to our body so that we can hear our dobak rubbing. And this mimics the arm position we want when we do our middle punches. Arms straight, circles back. Hana, do, set, net, das, yes, yoga, yodu, aho, yo, forward, hana, do, set, net, das, yes, yoga, yodu, aho, yo, crossing, hana, do, set, net, das, yes, yoga, yodu, aho, yo. Hands on the hips. Let's do waist rotations first. Pick a direction and make a circle. Switch directions. And barrel. Now we'll do our twisting exercise. Let's keep our arms in front of us and have them move with us as we go. Twisting this way first on the count. Hana, do, set, net, das it, yas it, oga, yodu, aho, yo, bara. Next, let's warm up our legs. Knees up, feet up. Now across our body, this is similar to a side kick. kicking back so that our foot reaches toward our back in order to stretch the front part of our leg. And if that doesn't stretch particularly well for you, remember you can always hold. It's a balance challenge, and it also helps you to stretch that part of your leg a little bit more. So you hold, you can try to pull the foot out a bit, you can try to pull it up towards your back more. Barra. Feet together and slide down, reaching toward your ankles, your feet, your toes, or the floor, whatever's comfortable while still giving you a bit of a stretch. Now let's heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Not too far. You're going to walk your hands back so you're nice and balanced. Reach for your left foot. Reach for your right foot. Reach down. And now reach through behind you. And you should feel this stretch in both legs. Good. Hands in front. We'll heel toe in just a little bit so that our arms and our knees are about equal. Might have to adjust your feet a little bit to get this just right. We're trying to make our bottom go toward the floor, and we're stretching out our legs. Bending back forward, heel toe all the way in. Come up halfway, and we'll bend our knees. Hanatu, sat, net, dasit, yasit, ilga, yoru, aho, yo. Knee rotations. And switch directions. Good. One more time. Slide down. Get a good stretch. Try to relax into it. And then come up slowly with your head last. And shake it all out. All right. This week we will be reviewing our highest Il-Susic-Darien. Last week we reviewed all of the Il-Susic-Darien that you know. And so this week we will focus in on your highest number. Wipeouts focus on Il-Susic-Darien number 1, Il-Ban. In our Il-Susic-Darien, we always set our distance, and our partner goes back to attack, like this. Hey! Notice that when you go back to attack, you do a low block with your left hand, and you step back with your right foot into a front stance. You also key up loudly to let your partner know that you are ready to attack when they give the signal. As the attacker, you wait for your partner to key up, which signals that they are ready, and then you step with a high punch using your right hand. Hup! This allows your partner to respond by stepping aside with their block and then countering with any further attacks. You hold your position after you punch so that your partner can practice their block and counter attacks. When your partner has finished, your teacher will say, Baro, and both of you return to your chumbi position. During these classes, you are generally practicing being the defender, having to do the moves that you will do when your attacker steps and punches. But in class, when you're working together, don't forget that you'll have to do both jobs. Sometimes you'll be the attacker, and sometimes you'll be the defender. Today, I will review Il-Susic-Darien Il-Ban with you 2 times, and then I'm going to be the attacker, and you will defend 10 times. If you have any trouble doing the moves on your own, please rewind the video and do them again with me, and then try again to do the moves on your own with me attacking. Il-Susic-Darien Il-Ban number 1 starts with a step with your right foot and a block with your left hand. So I'm going to act as the mirror image, and you're going to move your right foot, and I'm going to move this side of my body to match you as if I was in the mirror. So after your partner went back to attack with a key up, we key up and begin. First I'll do one step at a time, and then I'll go through it a little bit faster. Key up, hana. Step with your right foot, block with your left hand. Do, middle punch, set, high punch, net, WRK with a key up, using the same foot that stepped in the first move. Key up. You bring your foot back behind you and wait until you hear borrow, and then return to your starting position. I'll demonstrate one more time. You've set your distance with your partner. They've gone back to attack, so I will key up and begin. Hop. Key up. Borrow. Now I will be the attacker so that you can practice your RYUN defense. Set your distance with me. I will go back to attack with the key up. Key up. You will key up and begin. Sija. Borrow. Set your distance with me, your partner. I will go back to attack with a key up. Ha! You will key up and begin. Sija. Borrow. Set your distance with me, your partner. I will go back to attack with a key up. Hi! You will key up and begin. Sija. Borrow. Set your distance with me, your partner. I will go back to attack with a key up. Hop. You key up and begin. Sija. Borrow. Set your distance with me, your partner. I will go back to attack with a key up. Hop. You will key up and begin. Sija. Borrow. Set your distance with me, your partner. I will go back to attack with a key up. Hop. You will key up and begin. Sija. Borrow. Set your distance with me, your partner. I will go back to attack with a key up. Key up. You will key up and begin. Sija. Borrow. Set your distance with me, your partner. I will go back to attack with a key up. Hop. You will key up and begin. Sija. Borrow. Set your distance with me, your partner. I will go back to attack with a key up. Hop. You will key up and begin. Sija. Borrow. Set your distance with me, your partner. I will go back to attack with a key up. Key up. you will key up and begin. C-Jack. Sparrow. Once we have all finished our Il-Sus-Seek Daryon practice, let's bow out of this section together. Chariot, Kinra, Suba. We will now work on some sparring combinations. Think about the Il-Sus-Seek Daryon that you were just practicing as a building block for your sparring combinations. When we practice our Il-Sus-Seek Daryon, we are practicing in a slower and more controlled way, where we know that our partner is the right distance because we've set our distance. We know that our partner is going to go back to attack and is going to step with a high punch. So it takes out a lot of the guesswork that we have to do when sparring with someone, when we don't know exactly what attack they're going to throw at us. And so we don't know exactly what defense might work. By practicing slower and more controlled methods, like with Il-Sus-Seek, we prepare our mind and our body to react when an attack comes our way. It may not be exactly the attack from an exercise like Il-Sus-Seek, but we will still be able to step out of the way, block, and counter, which is the reason we practice in the first place. So we've been practicing our Il-Sus-Seek, which is a response to a high punch. Let's practice some of our sparring combinations that are a response to a different attack. You may have some ideas based on some of the other sparring combinations that you've done in the past. For example, many of you will know an appropriate block and counter if a person is coming towards you with a front kick, like this. Your partner is back to attack, they kick towards you, and would typically land toward you, because in a sparring combination, we're generally trying to move our partner out of the space that they're in. First, I'll show you from the angle where you're looking at your partner, and then I'll show you from a side position where I'm facing my imaginary partner this way. So imagine if you were my partner. We would each put a foot back in a sparring position. That means we don't go all the way into a back stance, and we don't stand in a front stance. We kind of stay in the middle with our weight on the balls of our feet and our heels just a little bit up off the ground, so that we could move in any direction that we needed to quickly. From this angle, if you were to do a front kick toward me, I could slide back with a low block and then counter by sliding in, hey, with a reverse punch. Now I'll show you the same technique from the side view as if my partner was in front of me. As my partner comes toward me with a front kick, I slide back by lifting my back leg up first. That's my block. And now I'll counter with a reverse middle punch by picking up my front foot, hey, and sliding forward. So don't forget, when you have to get out of the way, whether it's a punch and we step to the side, or whether it's a kick and we step back, we do have to move out of the way of that attack. We can't just stand and block, because our block may not be enough to stop that attack. And then we could get hurt by not getting out of the way of that kick or that punch coming at us. All right, white belts, let's add to our first two moves. We have a low block sliding backwards, that's Hana. We have a reverse middle punch sliding forwards, Do. Now we're in a good position to do a roundhouse kick with our back leg. So we will continue to twist, hi, and land. As we land, back fist will be our fourth move, and another reverse punch with a key up will be our fifth move. Hey! So all of these are moves you've done before. We're putting them together to make an effective combination. that might take our partner by surprise, allow us to defend ourselves, and if we were in a tournament situation, get a point. Remember that anytime we're attacking toward our partner, we should be attacking toward a real target. So if my back fist, which should be going toward their upper lip and nose, is too high, that's not a good attack. Or if it's too low, it's not going to be effective. So I have to think about, where is my partner? If I'm imagining my partner, then it's always going to be at the level that it would be for myself in the mirror. Not too high, not too low. Right across from that target on myself. If I have an actual partner, then you would aim toward your partner's actual body part. So in this case, their upper lip and nose. The same is true for your punches. Here I'm aiming across from my middle for a middle punch, but you would aim across from your middle if you don't have a partner, or toward your actual partner's middle if you have a partner. So make sure your attacks are aimed at the right level for the technique that you're doing. All right, so we'll go through our 5 moves nice and slow. Make sure that you can do them all together, and then we'll do them a little bit more quickly. Our first move is to slide out of the way with a low block. Our next move is to slide forward with a middle punch. Our third move is to continue that movement of our hip into a roundhouse kick with our back leg. Set. As we land, net a back fist, and das it, a middle punch with a key up. And Barreau, get ready in the same position. Hana, slide back. Do, slide forward. Set, roundhouse, net, back fist, das it, kill. Middle punch with a key up. Back to your starting position. One more time by the count, nice and slow. Hana, slide back with a block. Do, slide forward with a middle punch. Set will be your roundhouse kick. As you land, net is a back fist, and das it, kill. A middle punch with a key up. All right, we're going to do this combination 5 times, and we'll try to get a little quicker with each repetition. Then I will ask you to pause the video and practice 5 more times on your own. When you practice on your own, you could switch sides and try it with your other foot back. All right, so now we're going through all 5 moves. I'm not going to say each one, so if you're having trouble remembering the moves, you can try it following along with me, or you can rewind and practice with the slow moves again to make sure that you've got it. Look at your imaginary partner. Don't take your eyes off of them. Imagine they're coming forward with a front kick, and do all 5 of your moves. Sija. Kia. Haro. Prepare. Imagine your partner coming towards you with a kick. Sija. Hi. Back to your starting position. And remember, each time we'll try to get a little bit faster once you know the moves. So if you're having any trouble with the moves, you can continue to go slowly. If you feel like you've got a good idea of your 5 moves, you can move a little bit more quickly with me. Prepare. Sija. Say. Back to your starting position. Prepare. Sija. Hi. Back to your starting position. One more time. Sija. Say. And Barreau. When you pause the video to practice on your own, remember that is a chance to practice a slow or as fast as you want. And it's also a chance to practice on the other foot, since we did not switch feet and do the other side in this video. You are also always welcome to think up your own 5-step combination, which means you could still start with the first 2 moves that I started with, and then add moves that you wanted to do to make up your own 5-step sparring combination. Now that we have all practiced our 5-step sparring combination, let's bow out of this section together. Chariot, Kinrat, Subak. Let's bow out together. Face the flags. Chariot, Kuki, Barre. Baro, Munyang. Baro, Chariot, Kinrat, Konsahamnida.